Hello and welcome to your MES lesson. I'm Claire. Today I'm going to introduce you to conditionals. What are conditionals? Conditionals are used to talk about certain, possible, or imaginary situations. A condition is a situation or circumstance, and they are used like this. If a certain condition is true, then a particular result happens. The structure of conditionals is straightforward. There are two basic possibilities in terms of the order in the sentence. The first form is if plus condition, comma, result. For example, if it rains, I will get wet. The second form is result if plus condition. For example, I will get wet if it rains. Notice that you only use a comma in the first form. We will practice the first form during the lessons. There are two types of conditional sentences, real and unreal. Real conditionals describe real life, certain, or likely situations. Unreal conditionals describe imaginary or impossible situations. Although the conditional forms might seem quite abstract at first, they are actually some of the most useful structures in English and are commonly included in daily conversations. There are four basic conditional forms, 0 through third. Zero conditional describes a certain probability. For example, if you heat ice, it melts. This is a real conditional. Let's practice. Please answer this question. If I heat ice, does it melt? Good. Please repeat. If you heat ice, it melts. First conditional describes a likely probability in the future. For example, if it rains, I'll stay inside. This is a real conditional. Let's practice again. Please answer this question. If it rains, will you stay inside? Good. Please repeat. If it rains, I'll stay inside. Second conditional describes an unlikely probability in the future. For example, if I won the lottery, I would retire. This is an unreal conditional. Let's practice again. Please answer this question. If you won the lottery, would you retire? Good. Please repeat. If I won the lottery, I would retire. Third conditional describes an impossible probability in the past. For example, if I had seen Todd, I would have invited him to the party. This is an unreal conditional. Let's practice again. Please answer this question. If you had seen Todd, would you have invited him to the party? Good. Please repeat. If I had seen Todd, I would have invited him to the party. We will also study another form, which we will call fourth conditional, used to describe impossible improbability in the future. For example, if I were living in the city, I would be sending my kids to private school. This is an unreal conditional. Let's practice once more. Please answer this question. If you were living in the city, would you be sending your kids to private school? Please repeat. If I were living in the city, I would be sending my kids to private school. Remember, conditionals have two parts, the condition clause and the main or result clause. And each clause has its own subject and verb. Also keep in mind that when answering a conditional question negatively, the main clause is always negative, regardless of whether the condition is negative or positive. Excellent. Now, let's review. What are conditionals? They're used to talk about certain, possible, or imaginary situations. There are two kinds of conditionals, real and unreal. Real conditionals describe real life, certain, or likely situations. Unreal conditionals describe imaginary or impossible situations. Well done! Let's move on to your e-lessons to really start practicing. I'm Claire, and I'll see you soon.